is Heartland Football Friday.
And hi again, everyone, and welcome to this special playoff edition of Heartland Football Friday. We've reached the quarterfinal round for teams in Missouri. Two Heartland ball clubs trying to advance tonight, and we begin in Class 4. The Cape Central Tigers traveling to Afton. Let's get out for the highlights. I'm telling you, check out the crowd. I think our own Todd Taminia had him whipped into a frenzy out there. We're going to join Todd shortly, but I got some business to take care of, like the highlights that he shot, and Breon Owens taking care of business, taking it into the end zone. That Owens is something else. Cape has about, I don't know, if I said 4 or 5 weapons, it's probably closer to 7 or 8. They're that good offensively. Then Owens again. Man, this team is good. Cape Central rolling it up one more time. But the only thing that slowed them down, that cold, wet grass out there, and it was cold, no doubt about it. Meanwhile, Owens again, this time takes it in the end zone for the touchdown. And I'm telling you, these are easy highlights to call because it was Owens, and more Owens, and some defense. And here's your final, 34-14, Cape Central on their way to the state semifinals. All right, as I mentioned, Todd Taminia has been braving the cold, working his tail off out there. You're like a strong safety, Double T. How's it going?
Hey, Todd. Good to see you. Hey, Heartland Football Friday. The theme, I'm telling you, are road teams getting the job done. You said Breon Owens. Unofficially, Todd, my math is probably a little off because I'm a journalist, but 199 rushing yards for him tonight. Coach Nathan Norman said the key was physicality at the line.
Well, I liked how we came out and established the physical style of football from the get-go, and I said that from the beginning. Whoever was more physical tonight was going to be the victor, and we were. Our kids were very physical, and they took it to them.
Oh, man, hey, feels good. Hey, coming off a good game last week, coming off a good game this week, great feeling.
Man, he was certainly fun to watch tonight. The Cape fans that made the trip up here, Todd, certainly had a show to see. Now, back out here live, Cape Central keeps on dancing. I know you're going to get to those Malden highlights, and I got to say, the Green Wave fans, man, they impressed me tonight, too.
All right, Todd, an impressive work out there from you, and we're going to get to those highlights shortly. Thank you so much. And next up for Cape Central, by the way, the winner of tomorrow's game, St. Charles West and Westminster. That's who they're going to play. Now to that Class 2 quarterfinal matchup, unbeaten Malden and Cardinal Ritter. Malden doesn't care where they play, they just bring it. And boy, did they ever bring it. And they brought a lot of fans, too. And they rolled in this game. Chapin Riley, the pass to Parker McCormick. He's got one, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown there. Hey, that looked pretty easy. This one is nice as well. Riley to Jeremy Jones. Fans, yeah, you're going to love it. It'll keep you a little warmer. And watch Jones. Man, they got some talent on that team. And they not only have the offense, but they also have the defense. And they love to hit people. Watch this. The girls are even going to be impressed by that one, young ladies. How about that hit by Nick Thompson? Just stay to the sideline, stay out of the way of that. And then Draymond Robinson, this guy's Mr. Touchdown, makes the highlights, it seems like, every game. Malden rolls 47-6, and they're going to play Lamar. That should be a classic. Lamar, the defending state champs, cannot wait for that. All right, the Jackson football team will also play in St. Louis tomorrow in the Class 5 state quarterfinals against Ladue. The Indians capped off that remarkable comeback just 1 week ago on Heartland Football Friday. We watched it live, and then Dante Vandeven hit Exominic Davis for the game-winning touchdown. Jackson came all the way back, down 35-3 to win 39-35. Now they'll look to build on that against Ladue.
Oh yeah, we know we can do whatever we think we can now, and just whatever we set our mind to, we know we can get it.
I think it gives us more motivation to come out better in the first half. I think that we need to be playing like we did in the second half all game, and I think that's going to make us work harder in practice to try and be able to play like that all game.
Good luck to Jackson, all our Heartland teams. Here you go, all the details. Jackson, Ladue, Valley Catholic in Class 1 at Marionville, both games 1 o'clock. And in Illinois, we'll have you covered all the way across the board. Team coverage going on around. Heron at Carterville at 1. And that's also a quarterfinal in Illinois. Tuscola at Chester, that one at 2:30. All right, should be big. Meanwhile, more high school. The Kentucky playoffs move on. Let's get right out to the highlights. Owensboro Catholic, that's when I first covered high school football. quite a few years back. And here they are playing Murray. Murray trying to get him. Owensboro Catholic gets the field goal out there, but boy, Murray's awfully good, but Catholic put him in a little bit of a rut, you could say. They get the touchdown here, and they were up in this game, maybe thinking that to get it done at home, but Murray would come back. Deshavius Miles throws the deep ball to Isaiah Tucker. Murray wins. Your final score, 20-9. Hey, when we come back, Perryville is marching on. And it is something special. We'll tell you about it right after this. And welcome back, everybody. We turn to soccer, and for a big game, the first trip to the state semifinals for the 27-1 Perryville Pirates playing St. Pius out of Kansas City in the Class 2 state semifinal out to Blue Springs High School, which is near Kansas City, for the highlights, and they strike early. Matthew Moran makes it 2-0 Perryville with the goal and the celebration to follow. Why not? Leading 2-0 in the first half. Looked like maybe on their way to a sure thing, but it would sure get interesting. Luke Dubelair in goal makes the nice play here, makes the save. And then St. Pius not going anywhere. They get the free kick and they get the free goal, so it's 2-1. Hey, now we'll dial ahead to the second half. Less than 2 minutes to go. One of the prettiest throw-ins you'll ever see. Kyle Wood to Connor Stark. They say Kyle Wood, that's his specialty. That's great stuff. And they get the goal with about 35 seconds to go on that one. 3-2, Perryville wins, and they're going to the state final. That's right, Perryville with the victory. They win it 3-2. Next up, Soldan International for the Class 2 state championship tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Of course, we'll have the coverage for you. Meanwhile, the SEMO basketball team opening up the regular season at Loyola Marymount. We'll see how things went tonight. Southeast Missouri State with the basketball here, and they got a fine game, I'm telling you, out of Nino Johnson. He had over 20 points for the Redhawks. Definitely a star. In the blocks, he was doing it all. Meanwhile, Southeast, though, would come up despite some strong efforts on the losing end of this one on the road. We'll put the final score up there for you, 76-66. Loyola Marymount. Southeast plays San Diego tomorrow. Houston wins 77-74 in their ball game over Murray State. That one might surprise some people with Houston beating Murray State. Hey, the Southeast Missouri State women opening up against Alabama A&M at home. They look pretty good. Aaron Bowman and company putting on a little bit of a show. She gets the bucket. Deja Jones getting it done inside. By the way, that's Heather Rizell on the bench. She's sitting in for Ty Margenthaler, who was serving his last game of the 2-game suspension. And Jasmine Robinson getting it done. She had 11. Yelena Rosado had 13. Bottom line is Southeast wins 81-68. They come away with the victory. Meanwhile, talking some more college hoops, Kim Anderson making that debut against UMKC, but Mizzou would end up on the losing end of their game. Kentucky, by the way, the number 1 ranked team, on the winning end against Grand Canyon. We'll see you later, everybody. Southeast Missouri State hosting Austin Peay. Should be a fun football game at Houck Stadium. Let's go get them.